Well, Kingston, here we are. Bunch of imports from GAN here to entertain you tonight. Who would have thought that, right? My name's Stu Smith. Recently relocated from Calgary, Alberta to Gananoque with my wife. Last year we made the move. I'm not sure what we were thinking. We did check out, however, first we went to Brockville, and we quickly realized that Gananoque was the right place for us. Quickly noticed in Gananoque there's quite an elder population in the community. You walk around in town, and in fact, in front of the Legion in Gan, there's about 5 or 6 mobility scooters parked out front. The pub that I go to on wing night actually has mobility scooter parking right out front. They do music in the park every other Friday. I highly encourage it. It's a scenic place, not too far from Kingston, and if you get a chance to get out there. But I will tell you that it is a real geriatric crowd there, and I quickly realized I would go into the LCBO as a mid-50s male. I would be getting asked for ID at the liquor store. That's where I knew I was in a bit of an elder community. But no, we love it there. The funny thing about GAN is when I first got there, for the size of the community, there's only 5,000 people in GAN, and everyone knows everyone. We have our own police force in Gananoque, which is kind of strange for the size of the community. Had me kind of questioning, what was that all about? We have a casino. We have a lot of local artists, and I think we're about cheap cigarettes away from being an Indian reserve in Gananoque. At least that's my thoughts on that. My wife and I, after 25 years of living in Calgary, settled down there, and yes, we've been married now for 3 years. It's our second marriage. I find, and I see some couples here, I'm assuming you're married. Some are, some aren't. Not everyone is these days, that's fine. My wife is 10 years younger than I am. I often remind her that I'm still, thank you. Yeah, it's good on me. She married up, that's right. I always remind her that I'm still younger than Brad Pitt, which is actually true. She doesn't quite see it that way. She often reminds me that I'm also shorter than Brad Pitt. So, yeah. The one thing in marriage, what I've learned is it's kind of like a license to be mean to another human being. Like, my wife says the meanest shit to me frequently. Like, we'll be in the car driving somewhere. We're going to her sister's for dinner, and she'll turn to me and say, "Did you brush your teeth today?" Of course I brushed my fucking teeth today. Or she'll say, "I think you're shrinking." We're the same height, but in her mind, she's like 4 inches taller than I am, which is, anyway, I think kind of mean. We have this hot-cold battle going on. I'm not sure the couples here in the crowd. My wife loves air conditioning on in the winter, keeps the windows open. Where I like to have the heaviest comforter, so we're kind of like, like the Amazon jungle married, the Arctic Circle. We're always fighting about temperature. She shuts off the thermostat, I turn it back on. Anyway, yeah, it's a bit of a battle always going on. I love my wife. She couldn't be here tonight. She wasn't feeling well. It's too bad. So. Would have been nice to have her, but and then I could have picked on her in person. Yeah. So what else do we have here? I actually this is my second time doing stand-up, so you can probably tell that. Yeah. We actually did a show with Al, and I'm very appreciative of Al for organizing and inviting us back. We did a show in GAN, and it was pretty successful, and we had a lot of fun, and I'm a big believer you just got to go for things in life. So here we are doing this. Yeah, one day a few weeks ago, I was sitting on the couch and I realized that I had a shelf like on my stomach. Man, I'm talking to some of you guys. I was sitting on the couch. I had the remote, my glasses, and a beer can sitting on my shelf. And I started thinking, maybe I should start, I'm in my mid-50s, time to start working out. I recruited a local Gananoque artist friend who's here in the crowd tonight. We started running. We were going a little bit crazy. I think we went from 5 kilometers, we got up to 10 kilometers a couple times. He's running in cut-off jean shorts. We must have looked like a real couple of beauties running around Gananoque. I downloaded an app on my phone called Pedometer. Like, what is that? Started counting steps, right? Like, can't they find a better name to track, an app to track our steps? The Pedometer. I just always felt really creepy with that one. Anyway, we started working out. I went crazy. I stopped drinking beer. I lost like 15, 16 pounds in a very short period of time. And then one day I just went, screw this. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? So here I am back to normal with my shelf on the couch again. The remote fits really nicely there. So anyway, moving on. Does anyone here know who Haley Welch is? Haley Welch is an internet star. She started doing TikTok videos. She's a college girl, commonly known and referred to as Hawktua girl. Hawktua girl is a celebrity now. She's actually doing performances all over the U.S. A comedy show in Chicago paid her $30,000 to appear. She's selling hundreds of thousands of dollars in t-shirts, hats, merchandise, coffee cups, you name it. The girl's getting rich and if you're not aware of this, Hawktua girl talks about spitting on a dick. That's how she became famous. So good for her. She made a video, it went viral, and I was thinking it's kind of funny because the only time I ever spat on a dick, my dad smacked the crap out of me when I spit on my little brother. So, somehow it worked for her, but not for me. I think I'm going to wrap up now. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'm Stuart, and thank you. Thanks, Al.
Give it up for Stu Smith. Again, only his second time doing stand-up. That's great. We're just going to keep the show rolling along. Thank you for that energy. It's great. So keep it going for your next.